So I wouldn't have to follow the policy there, I don't think.
I feel like you're going to go do it anyway, so you do what you want to do, but I've told you our policies. If we see your footage, we will get in contact with you.
Well, here we go, everybody. We're down at the Abbey. What a beautiful place. I believe there's the Abbey. All there. Got two separate buildings. Got water, lake. I think it's a lake or reservoir. Either way, water makes it pretty. But yeah, this is two amazing looking buildings. I mean, look at this one. Looks like a bit of a castle design there, look. But what a beautiful day for it. More castle design there. Let's go and inquire. I mean, I can't imagine they're going to be too impressed with the drone going up, but the thing is, back up there, just past the car park, there's looks like a pathway crossing the land. And if we check on the map, there's probably going to be one a bit closer down here. It sounds like maybe a bit of a waterfall over there, or maybe it's the reservoir dam kind of thing. Either way, it's going to be a beautiful flight here today. I mean, look at that building for one. Very nice. Somebody coming over already. Don't think they're coming over for me. Yeah, there is a waterfall over there. There's the waterfall, look. Just over there. Going down into there by the look of it. But we'll go and have a look at that once we've inquired here. Let's get our interaction. Could indeed try and fly the drone through the archway there, look. But we'd have to be quite close to it for that. Very close, in fact. This is going to be an amazing flight. No two ways about that. There are no flight restrictions in this area, guys, look. Nothing at all. Well, what a design. British flag up there. But look at some of this design they've got. Festive season, magical moments. Hello. Who would I tell about a drone flight? I'm about to do it, so normally security like to know, or managers of kind like to know. Oh, is that out of bounds? Is that it's just big picture, isn't there?
I've got a gentleman asking for permission in the shop at the minute.
Give a heads up more, so I've got... not really request the permission, but like a,
Give a heads up.
there we go, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I've got Chelsea with me. He needs to email into the main site and give when, why,
But radio.
and all his licences go with it.
Can't do that now, I'm going to have to just fly now. Do you want to let her know?
I don't think you're able to.
He's here now and he's not got any of that at the minute and he's wanting to fly now. No, he can't fly now. He's got to go through the proper things for our insurance and his insurance.
Let her know. There's a public pathway, isn't there, through there? My plan was to go on there and do it.
Newstead land, so
It's what, sorry?
because it's all part of the Newstead Abbey land.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be allowed, especially because it's private property and it's considered trespassing.
On the way through, I checked. There's like a bridleway, isn't there?
It's
You know what I mean?
part of over houses, so it won't be allowed still.
What do you mean, over houses? Sorry.
There's all houses on the land, so
Yeah, yeah.
it's considered like trespassing. You're going over someone's private property.
Oh, you mean the drone?
Yeah.
Oh, the drone will be okay because the airspace is public. But I mean me. I was going to go up on the bridleway and do it. I can't do it here because obviously here is your land, you know.
Either way, I don't think it's allowed unless you get proper permission. If you just email in, it'll only take probably a few days, maybe a week to get back.
I've got about half an hour.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid
Is that
it's
person
not.
around that you spoke to? Because I don't want to put it on you because you seem nice and like you're just passing on the message. You know?
Yeah, would you mind coming down to the shop for a second, please? If you're available. If not, it's alright.
See,
Thank you.
see, essentially. Hello.
How can I help?
Oh, is that you?
No, I'm the other one, but
Oh, that's quick. I was going to say. Should we go outside and talk? I just feel like I don't want to interrupt what you're doing.
It's alright, no, we're fine.
Oh, sure. Okay. So I've got a drone.
Yeah.
I'm going to fly it today. Not from here. I'm going to go on the bridleway, launch, fly in with the drone.
Not over the building or around
Yeah.
this
Oh,
process.
yeah,
So
basically.
you can go, well no, you can't really from the bridleway either because you may go over private properties.
It will go over the private property, but
Yeah.
me, I'll stay on the bridleway physically myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that doesn't.
So it will go up there and then over.
Yeah, no, you need to email us in advance so we can notify people that might be impacted, so that we can get your licensing off of you. You can't just fly a drone over us today
Why?
because that's our policy.
But if
It's
I'm
for
not on
own-
your land, I won't have to follow the policy, right?
If you're within the perimeter from the A60 gatehouse to
Yep.
the other gate, you're on our land or you're on private land.
No, the bridleway though. You know the bridleway that cuts through the road.
It's still within our perimeter.
Yes, it's a bridleway, right? Public pathway,
It's a
isn't it?
public footpath through private land.
That's the one. Yeah. So I'll be there. So I wouldn't have to follow the policy there, I don't think.
I feel like you're going to go do it anyway, so you do what you want to do, but I've told you our policies. So if we see your footage, we will get in contact with you.
What it is, like when I came in to speak to the lady, I said, I'm going to fly it, but I like to let people know. Because if you see it, or your customers see
Yeah,
it,
so you can,
people panic,
the
don't
way
they?
that we do that is that you do that in advance and you can
Right.
send us your certificates and your license and everything that you
Yeah.
need to be able to fly a drone legally. And that's what we need in advance. We need to know when you're coming, why you're coming.
Yeah,
the
it will be
purpose of
legal.
doing
I've
this.
checked lawfully if I'm allowed to do it.
But you haven't given us your licensing, which is our policy.
Why would I need to give it to you guys?
Because you're flying it over our property.
Right. But if it's above, it won't affect.
It does. But you're clearly going to go do it.
Well, that's what I came in.
do it.
That's what I came in to let the lady know. I wasn't really
Yeah.
requesting it, more of a heads up.
Yeah, well, that's.
But then I got
how
met
it
with
works.
email and policy and
Yeah,
sort of stuff.
because that is our policy.
Got you.
That's how
If
it
I
works.
just go up there and I do it, you're not going to like escalate it to, I don't know, whoever, are you?
That's your risk that you're going to take. We have policies in place.
Yep.
So that we know who's on site, who's doing it, why they're doing it, flying it over our property.
No?
And if you choose to not listen to me today,
It's not about not listening to you. You've been very
is.
polite, but your policy won't apply to a member of the public on the bridleway. Or let's say I was to go on the main road, hindsight, go on the main road, the mile away, for example, and launch from there. It wouldn't affect me, right? You see what I'm getting at?
yeah, I see what you're trying to skate around, but you're still flying it over private land and private properties.
That's allowed.
But you've also told me in
Go on.
advance, so I now know that you're
Right.
going to go away and disregard everything that I've said to you about our policies.
I can avoid certain areas if you tell me to, like, if you've got birds in the roof
the
or...
whole building. Don't go above this building at all.
Why? I can't avoid the whole building. I mean, if you've got birds in one corner or you know, I can avoid that.
That's what I'm asking you to avoid.
Okay. Any reason for the building avoidance? Is there like an endangered bird? Because it happens. We have birds in nests, and I'll avoid that. You know.
It's just our policy. Unless
Right.
we have details from you in advance, that's our policy.
That building over there, is that part of you or is that separate?
That building?
Yes.
That's private properties.
No, I mean, should I go and let them know what I'm doing, or is it you? Same.
No, we don't own that. That's private property.
All right, I'll go and let them know.
There's about 12 residents over there, so if you want to go and speak to
Right.
them.
No, just a big building. Is it a church or a?
Yeah, private properties split into 12 different buildings
Ooh.
with residents there. So if you want to go speak to all of them, you can do.
Okay. Great. You seem annoyed. I don't mean to annoy you.
No, it's just my mood.
Fair enough.
I feel like you go do what you're going to do. If you're going to
Okay.
do it, then if we're in touch, then that's
Any preference on the music that I put with the video?
you go for it.
Gothic or no, you don't care? No. Fair enough.
Because we don't know the purpose of your film. We don't know.
It will go on social media. I'll put the drone footage together with music and it will look beautiful. It could be advertisement, it could be enticement to come, it could be anything. But
If you followed our policies, we would be much more happy and encouraging for you to do that. But you're not following them. If you do not have your license on your phone or any of your emails, can you not email that over to us now before you start?
I can show you I've got a licence. I'd be inclined to let you write it down.
You need to send it to us.
Right. But if a member of the public's flying over your airspace, above your property, they wouldn't need to give you that, just to let you know.
And no, I'm saying
Yeah.
because you've come in and physically asked us to specifically film over our property from within the parkland, that is what I'm asking. That's the policy that we have. Drones are a really tricky subject. Everybody
Are
thinks
they?
they're entitled to everything. Everybody looks into everything.
Right.
And it's just, we've got to have a policy somewhere in order to kind of keep on top of
A
it.
good idea for the policy, it's just my opinion, is to launch from your land would be, you need everything what you're talking about, because then you have control over it. But if they're launching from the wherever, and it comes over,
Yeah, and
there's
it's
not a lot you can...
It's a tricky thing for
Yeah.
us to manage.
But do you understand, if I came in and I didn't have a clue about any laws,
Yeah.
and you told me what you told me, I'd go away now, I wouldn't fly.
Yeah, good. Because you'd at least go away and then email us and we'd be like, brilliant, then perfect. You can get the best footage.
But the average person doesn't plan. They could drive past and go, oh my God, that's a beautiful place.
It's funny because we get a lot of people who do email us or would stand there and go, perfect, I can send it over for you now. And they do that and we'd be like, great.
This lady said a couple of days, so I was put off by that.
Well, unfortunately, this lady isn't me and it's me that deals with
Fair
the
enough.
request, So
How long would it take, just hypothetically?
If you sent it over to me now,
Yeah.
then I would be fine with that.
So I could fly around this building if I was to go through that process.
Yes.
What's the difference? I don't
I don't know. I can't be bothered to stand here and argue with you about it.
No, I'm just picking your brains on it.
Yeah, well, my brains have got a lot of other things. Flying
Okay.
a drone is the lowest point of my job to deal with.
Okay.
Unfortunately, apologies. That's not the whole thing that I'm hired to deal with. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I know
Yeah,
our
that's fair
policy. I know that I need to ask people for certain things.
Yeah, yeah.
And we have a procedure that we follow.
Yeah.
If you're not happy to follow that procedure, then I really can't help you. But if you want to go away miles up the road and launch from there and film,
Just from the public bridleway. It's not miles. I mean, I don't know where it is, but you know where it is.
just
Okay.
losing the will. Sorry.
Fair enough. Thanks for your time anyway.
That was not the best way for me to deal with that, but apologies.
The only reason I go on about, if another person came who wasn't me, because part of what I do is to kind of get policies changed about drones. If you didn't pick that up already, that's what I'm trying to do, policies are quite strict sometimes, and people may come and not fly, whereas they're allowed to do it from public. And a lot of people try to control what goes over.
Yeah.
So sorry you got in the middle of that, but not what goes over, no. Anyone can fly over, can't they? Helicopter or British Airways. Yeah. Anyway, I'll leave you to you seem busy, so I'll leave you be. And I'll go and perhaps crack on. I'll go and speak to them first, but they may object. But
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck with that.
thank you. Cheers. She wasn't happy, was she? I almost felt quite awkward laying down what I'm here for and giving her situations, but did feel quite awkward, but at the same time, I'm here to make a video part of the video is to do that. So unfortunately, it had to be said. Had to be a bit harsh, had to be a bit hard on her. There's the waterfall. But I think we'll just do the drone. We'll just get the drone over there instead, rather than walking over. And as I say, the bridleway is not very far away at all. If there was no bridleway, it would be a tricky one because the gate where I paid is 1.3 miles away. And they should be happy. They've gained a whole £6 from me to basically drive my car onto the site. Wow, this has got some awesome architecture. Look at that over there. Right in the water, that is. It's going to be an amazing flight. Keep saying it. But it will be. So guys, we are finished here at Newstead Abbey. I don't know how you pronounce it. Newstead Abbey Historic House and Gardens. Thank you very much for a beautiful video here today in Nottingham. We are going to move on now. It's Nottingham City Council. Karen in there seemed to love her job, but I don't think she dealt with it the best. But anyway, I'll catch you all very soon on the next video.